hope it's not muted. Hello, everyone. Hi. Why is there like stuff on me? Better. Hello, everyone. We are back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yes. Okay, I got really busy yesterday, and I'm busy again today because it's my daughter's birthday. Mm-hmm. She's turning 17. This is a little hard for me. Okay. It's a big age. Just like, oh my God. In 1 year, she'll be 18. It's like, where's time gone? Where's it going? Yeah. So I'm excited for her. She's excited. So I'm going to go pick her up and take her to lunch. Right after this broadcast, we are going to go have a good time. I don't know. I'm like all over the place. Part of me is kind of like excited for her. And then the other part of me is just like, sheesh. So, yeah, it's weird. I don't know, it's weird. I don't feel old or anything because I'm young. I absolutely am. And I'm skinny. I am skinny. So, since I'm young and skinny, correct. Yeah, because I am young. I am. I look it. I feel it. You know, I'm that. I don't know how long. It's gonna take a while for me to age. I'm probably not gonna start saying I'm old until I'm like 100. Then I'll be like, okay, yeah, we up there. We up there. But if I still look like this, and if I'm still yeah, as long as I still give this, as long as you walk past me on a college campus and it's not giving, it's not like janitor or like grandparent, you know, as long as it's not giving that, or I'm very so much young. Okay? That's just what that word. All right? Even my 50s, my 60s, 70s, 80s. Okay? It is definitely a how you feel type of situation. Because I'll be going into my children's school and I'll be picking up, when I be picking them up, and I always point at the like the real old looking parents. I'll be like, and my kid will turn around and look at me like, what? Like, what? Mm-hmm. And I'll be like, what? I'll be like, see, when you call me old, that's what I think of. That I am young. And don't you ever forget it. Okay? I would rather this come to my high school and pick me up than that. Okay? You should be appreciative that I am still young and that I'm skinny. Okay? She be having her nerve. All right? I love you all. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. All right? Thank y'all so much for the continuous support. Hello, everyone. Oh my God, it's so many of you. I love you all. Okay? Y'all just fly in here, showing me all this love and unconditional support because we all have the same. Okay, in the chat, that's enough happy birthdays to my daughter. Okay, this is not about her. This is not about her. Okay, she about to do this all day. Okay? Now, I should be able to get away from her birthday with y'all. I came to hang with y'all. Now, we are at our quota, Tressa. We are at our quota. What happy birthdays for my daughter. She gets it. And I'm sure she appreciated it. Can we get back to me, please? We came here to talk about Chrisean Jr., not Sean Jr. Oh, y'all be having y'all nerve. Look at Latoya. Latoya, abort. Alexis. Look at Brandon talking about some baby girl happy. That is over with. Now, this is about me. And she is a baby me. So, of course, as soon as it's a holiday, it's not a birthday to her, it's a holiday. She feel like rest in peace Martin Luther King. She feel like everything closed today because it's her. She already feels like it's literally a holiday, and you really can't tell her nothing because like everything is closed, all that banks, all of that. She called me last night. She's like, "So it's the Queen. Everything is pretty much closed tomorrow because it's my birthday." I'm like, "No, it's not." She's like, "It is." They knew. They knew. They knew. I was like, "Oh wow." So Cub is closed because of you. Let me find out. So yeah, it's literally a holiday to her. Okay. She's like, because everybody's home from school, so where we going to eat, all that stuff. I'm like, everybody coming? Who's everybody? So yeah, now I have to go feed my entire family. Because that's what she wants. Because it's a holiday. Okay. So shout out to all of y'all. And I will send them 2-3 happy birthdays to her. Move her right along. You be having y'all nerve. Chrisean Jr. fell and his mama didn't do nothing. She laughed. I said, yeah, we don't laugh at kids that can't walk and fall. That's not funny. We're gonna get into that. Okay. Chrisean is trying to trick us and make us think that she got a place she hasn't. We're gonna read the CPS report that was made, one of the CPS reports, one of the many. CPS reports that was made on her. We're going to read one. We are also going to talk about Chrisean Jr. withdrawing from DRUGS. In the doc's paperwork, it also stated that Chrisean Jr. had abstinence. Oh, I say abstinence, Lord. We'll get into it. We absolutely will. Hold on. Let's shout this person out. Shout out to Soul. It says, happy birthday. She said, happy birthday, baby girl. Enjoy your holiday. I tell her. And she not getting that $10. Oh, no. Oh, that's mine. She ain't getting that $10. Girl, you could say happy birthday in the chat and then send me that $10. Girl. Because I appreciate the $10. I appreciate that. The Lord put that on you. But she's not getting it. Got y'all nerve. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. She ain't getting that $10. That's what. This is my channel. Okay. She said, Sean, give the baby her money. Tanya, who said it was hers? Don't do that. Don't do that. Nah. $10 belong to me. This is my motherfucking channel. I sit over here and do all this motherfucking shit. She don't do nothing. She don't put in no work. This is hard work. $10 belong to me. So if I was rudely interrupted, yes, by one of the rudest super chats, girl. The petition is over 2,000 signatures. Won't he do it? Okay. I'm just like floored. I'm floored. I'm happy. I just I'm just so grateful that people are taking this serious, that it's not a game, that it's not a joke. Yeah, we come on YouTube, we laugh, we entertain and whatnot, but what's going on with Chrisean Jr. is serious. Like, it's not a laughing matter. Okay? It's not a laughing matter at all whatsoever. So let's get into the change.org before we get into the CPS report and also the other things in my title. Yes, Chrisean Jr. did fall, and his mother, Chrisean, she laughed. Literally. We're not joking. And he's still sick. He is. Mm-hmm. This is why it's definitely given pneumonia or RSV, because he's still sick. You can hear it in his chest. You can hear it when he speaks. Yeah. And then from the information that I was reading up on Clubfoot, at this point, he pretty much has permanent damage to his feet. And we're going to get into that too. We're also going to get in how she escaped CPS. Because people wonder, like, okay, well, why was Chrisean Jr. born and CPS not do anything if the doc's information is true? Because that means that they knew at birth that he was withdrawing from certain things and, and all that, right? So it's like, well, how did that happen? I think I kind of know. I have an idea of how she slipped through the cracks, and we're going to talk about that too. So let's move this right along. Let's jump into the change.org. Why does it do that? I don't like that. Thank you. We're going to jump into this so we can get to the signatures. We're always going to do that every show. The petition means everything to me. It means everything to Chrisean Jr. And he don't even know. This is when you know you're doing something because you simply just feel like it's wrong. Because there is no recognition that we are going to get from a child. It's like, what? That's why when people be like, why are you talking about him and stuff like that? It's like, are you okay? Are you okay? Gina says Charla doesn't get enough light. What do you mean? Like her being brought up? Her being brought up? Charla is an old bird. Charlotte is a bird. Okay? Charlotte to me had one good seed. And that good seed is Tasiki. I love Latifah. I love her. I do. Now that's somebody that has been through a lot, and whatnot. Her. Somebody that has been through a lot, but still has tried to redeem themselves and keep trying to do better. Okay. Now, people may not want her on baddies fighting, doing all the other stuff and whatnot, but it's paying her bills, taking care of her children. She's an artist. She's doing what she got to do. So that's one to where a person can be like their background and bring up their background to explain a lot of their behavior. And I'd be like, oh, okay. I'm open. I'm willing to listen. Tasiki was just so happened to go through something with one of her kids, and whatnot. I'm open to trying to help her instead of trying to get her kid removed. Like, I will be open, to that. But someone like Chrisean, I'm not open. The door's closed. I don't feel like therapy, her doing group counseling. No, I don't feel like any of that is going to help her. No. Her brain is not equipped to deal with actuality. She's not equipped to do that. Because in order to deal with actuality, then common sense is a must. You have to at least have common sense, right? And then from common sense comes accountability and realizing full circle, looking at things that you've done in your past versus things that you do now, to how you were more of the common denominator than you thought. Because a lot of us, when we're young and dumb. Like, aren't taking accountability for anything. It's, oh, well, it is what it is. Get out my face. I'm grown. I pay my own bills. You know, like that's how we are. Not realizing that we are doing a lot of things that we probably shouldn't be doing. But it's going to take us some time, some growth, maturity, experience in order to realize those things. So somebody like Chrisean, she's not capable of that. She isn't. So since Chrisean isn't capable of doing those things, because that all of those things are required with parenting, right? Because there is no perfect parent. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to do things you realize. You're going to do things that you don't realize. Like there's a lot that's going to happen with it. But at the end of the day, it's getting your child to the finish line and trying to do it in love. But you have to be able to take accountability. A lot of parents won't take accountability for a lot of things that they've done to their kid and put their kid through. That they won't take it. They won't do it. How do you know that? I see that. I see it. That's how I know it. Chrisean is a fucking bird. A bird brain. Okay, yeah, I understand medically she may have issues there too, but I haven't seen any paperwork. So as far as I'm concerned, the person that I've seen is an idiot. A 12-year-old stuck, a 9-year-old stuck in a 25, 26-year-old's body is what I have seen. There's no common sense factor when it comes to her. Because common sense will tell you you have a baby, you get a place. After you have said, scratch that. You get pregnant, you don't drink, you don't do Uggs, you don't do any of that while pregnant. You don't get in hot tubs. You don't film yourself on camera constantly saying that you want to get rid of this child, that you don't want this child born. You wouldn't be on camera at a doctor's appointment seeing if you could end your baby's life and you're fucking showing. Are you okay? Are you okay? I can see a 9-year-old, a pregnant 9-year-old doing something like that. I can see a 9-year-old drinking alcohol while pregnant. I can see a 9-year-old doing that. Are you okay? Like, what do you mean? It's evident. It's right in front of you. She inflicted this on Chrisean Jr. She made him this way. All of this could have been prevented. All of it. Nothing Chrisean Jr. is going through right now is through hereditary. Genetics. No. Not at all. Inflicted. So why would I think somebody that has been that negligent before the child was even born, she tried to unalive her baby while she was like 4 or 5 months pregnant. She had an appointment asking if it's too late. Showing. Asking, I want to get rid of it. That's how I know. I don't need to know anymore. Nothing else. She didn't take any vitamins, supplements, nothing while pregnant with Chrisean Jr. Nothing. He wasn't protected in her womb at all. And that is what prenatal care is for. All women do prenatal care, even if it's just pills. Most women do prenatal care. And part of prenatal care is not smoking, drinking, none of that stuff. That's part of it. Are you okay? And now she's dragging this poor kid around. He can't walk, talk. He's malnourished. We can see that he's malnourished. You know how you see that? You compare them to other kids' height and weight. We see the videos of other children in daycare running around, playing, all of that. Running around. Chrisean can't even crawl. He can't even crawl. And it's not because he can't crawl, like it's physically impossible. It very so much is. What makes it impossible is Chrisean Rock. She makes it impossible. She's so busy trying to prove a point instead of trying to figure out what it means to be a mother, what it means to parent a child, and not only just a child that you inflicted special needs upon. But she want to talk about God. She was the one over there playing them. How many pregnancies has she gotten rid of? She over there playing God. She's deciding who's going to live and who's going to go. Not me. You can't be God and a parent at the same time. God didn't raise Jesus. He gave him to a virgin, Mary. Remember her? His mother. Stop playing. But she want to name him Jesus. Are you serious? Are you serious? I know something wrong with you. It's a lot wrong with you. To be up here trying to play God, decide who's going to stay and who's going to go. But people want to talk about karma. Well, wouldn't Chrisean Jr. be hers? You unalive how many healthy babies? But I'd be wrong if I said that. But she could sit over there and play God and name her baby Jesus. You know, are y'all okay? Stop it. 2,022 signatures. Yes, he needs to go. End of story. She is incapable of being a mother. It's not possible. Like, you're a shady person telling the world. Yeah, I'll be shady. I'll be shady. I'll be all of that. But I'll also be as a father with 3 of his children that are still in school. My other son is grown and works a full-time job whenever you get through. Yeah. All 3 of my children are on the honor roll, and they've been that way pretty much their whole lives. All of my children play sports. My daughter turned 17 today. No children. An honor roll student. Yeah, I'm not perfect. I just raised my kids. That's all. I just raised my kids. And we're speaking on parenting. That's what we're talking about. You can look at a better one in front of you. I promise you. You can look at a better one. Yeah. I adopted a child and successfully raised that child to him being grown. He is a grown man working a full-time job with 0 children and none on the way. None. I did that. He walked, he talked, he writes, all of that. Successfully. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, parenting. And you're mad. Yeah, so I'm going to speak on it. Are you okay? I would raise Chrisean Jr. 10 times better than that bitch. I sure would. Now, don't make me get in my bag, because I will. So I try to keep it on Chrisean Jr., because that's what this is about. But I loathe Chrisean for everything that she's taken this kid through, because he didn't have to go through none of this. He did not have to. That's me giving her grace. Because I could drag her down the street and back. I sure could. Why be shady when I can just be flat out judgmental? Why? Being shady is boring, girls. 2026. I could just drag the girls. That helmet is on standby. Sure is. So what about it? And why don't y'all ever call in? Ho. Why don't y'all be so loud in the chat, but so quiet when that phone number has dropped? Get your issue, baby. Ooh, baby, you want me? Me? Well, you can get this roasting gag for free. Get your issue. Defend her. Like, for real, defend her. Not just saying weird words in the chat, because that's all they are. That's it. So if you press, you don't have to be. Allow me to apply CPR and bring you back to life. It's not an issue. 404-954-2043. Get your issue. Yeah, it's not enough characters for what you got to say. Clearly. Because I'm going to stand for Chrisean Jr. That's why I'm here. Like, no, I'm not straight. And you should have noticed that when I came out of your dad's bedroom with your siblings on my face. Next. You didn't notice that? That was me. So far, I was really interrupted. Uh, um, we are at 2,000. Ooh, somebody want to get the issue. Ooh, hold on. Hello? 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 Yeah, hold on. Let me call you back. Mm-hmm. Be brave. Be brave. Be brave. Don't be scared. It's only a gag. Because I'm going to rip you to shreds, I promise. I'm going to rip you to shreds. I'm going to call you right back. Don't call me if I can call you.
Hello.
Hi, it's Sean WA. You call?
And Sean, what's my issue? That is her child. Let her do what she's going to do with her child. Let CPS get her.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh, no, we need to put you on the loudspeaker. You said your issue is what?
Power on. The Bluetooth device is ready. The Bluetooth device is connected.
Hold on, we need to say that again. I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said the issue is let CPS get her. She said she done had a case and ain't found nothing wrong and they gone.
We are, and we're going to help CPS get her. I agree. We're going to help CPS get her. What is the problem?
She said she done had some cases. If they
and she still does.
Away, evidently, she must be doing something right.
They did take him away. Make sure, if you're going to pay attention, pay all the way attention. They did take him away, and they did give him back. So let's start there. So say CPS took her kid before, gave her kid back, and
give him back, then she must be doing something right once again.
Certain qualifications that are basic and standard, and then she went on the run after they gave him back. So clearly, she didn't do what she was supposed to do. So what do you mean?
What you hear from
what? No, not from what we hear from other people. From us seeing her consistently in a vehicle. I'm about to read a CPS report. What are you talking about? CPS are not like marshals. They're not allowed to go beyond their county and do anything besides where the report is. So what are you talking about? If she had nothing to hide, she would just take her kid in. She would just get it over with. Because she don't have nothing to hide, right?
They're allowed to go wherever they want to go. Trust me, I know.
What do you mean they're allowed to go wherever they want to go? What does that mean?
When they first come see you, you sign a paper, which means they're allowed to go wherever they want to go. Once you sign that piece of paper.
Sign what piece of paper? What piece of paper are you talking about? When you were about to lose custody of your kids?
There's a piece of paper that you give them the right to come into your house to investigate and everything else.
What house?
That piece of paper, wherever house you are in.
No, what house? Where does Chrisean live? What house?
Until that case is closed.
What house?
So evidently they caught her in somebody's
house.
Take Junior.
No.
Did they not?
What house?
Is that what you're telling me?
What house?
Where did they catch her at?
Obviously you know.
Because if that's the case, she knows.
Oh, you want me to tell you? Are you asking me? Because I can tell you.
Y'all sound really retarded talking about a child that is.
Imagine worrying about a child that is in severe need, and then you having an issue because somebody is worried about a child that she hung up that is in severe need. Like, are you okay? No, what house? If you're gonna talk. Like, if you're gonna talk. Make it make sense. Like, what house? What house are you talking about? You don't even know where she was found. You don't even know where they took him from. Like, are you okay? So you're fine with something happening to the kid. That's fine. Because you can relate to being an unfit mother. Like, don't get pressed with us. Like, that's weird. Because you said if they sign a paper, oh, so it sounds like you've been through. So when they was about to take your kids, what paperwork did you sign?
Incoming call.
What paperwork did you sign? Because I didn't sign any paper. I've never had to do anything like that. Yeah, we don't do CPs of the S.
To accept, press 1. To send
Carly, you're on the line.
Hi, Sean.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. This is Girl Code. I just wanted to call in and say something because I've been watching you for a long time, and I appreciate everything you're doing. The pressure, it's not going to bust nothing. And let me just say this, Sean. I appreciate the fact that you understand it takes a village, right?
Right.
It takes a village. There was once upon a time when, a village could raise a child. A village could raise the sector. If a parent or an elder saw, inappropriate behavior from those that are much younger, an elder, it was respected. Nowadays, if you see someone that's not doing what they're supposed to do, it's very so much. What did so-and-so say to you? Parents are ready to go and fight the next person that's telling somebody what they shouldn't be doing. And I don't know where that got lost at, but I'm going to tell you something. You got a lot of people with you, behind you, and for you. And no matter what, don't never stop doing what you're doing. We really appreciate you. I don't know where the whole lost segment came in at, where people don't think that it's not okay to hold people accountable, especially people that want to broadcast their life and that's doing everything very so much wrong, right, involving a minor innocent child. So I appreciate you, Sean. I love you so much. Plus, we got the same birthday.
Oh, period. It was mine first. It belongs to me.
Huh?
It belongs to me. You can borrow our birthday, but it belongs to me. It was mine first.
Could you hear me good, Sean, when I was talking?
Yes, I can hear you great. Can you hear me? Is it a little muffled?
Yes.
It is.
Yes, I can hear you good.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
I can hear you good.
Yeah. So did you hear that I said that our birthday belongs to me, but you can borrow it?
Yes. So
okay.
I'm not your birthday.
Correct. Yes, it's mine. But I appreciate you so much for calling in, sweetheart. I love you. Thank you so much for calling in.
Love you so much. Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh, y'all were so sweet. Oh my God, love you guys. And then the crustacean that is like, why don't y'all let CPS get her on a? So you're not saying that CPS don't need to take the baby. Like, this is why, but y'all want to say we're the weirdos. You agree that CPS should take it because you said let CPS get her. Let CPS. Are you okay? Are you okay? You're not saying she's a good mother. Y'all need to stop doing this.
Incoming
No,
call.
not at all. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna open the phone lines up, but I want to get to the content because I know some people want to see Chrisean falling and all of that good stuff. So we will be taking calls. I'll take a few calls because y'all calling. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Back to the petition, okay? Let's get to the petition. We are at. I'm sorry, y'all. We got rudely interrupted by a crustacean, but she said a we are our word, and then the girls be mad. Oh, that was you, JB. Oh my God, I love you. You better call back if that was you. You better call back. Shout out to USN. Shout out to you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for the super sticker. She says, Sean, I love you. I love you too. Thank you so much. And I was not rude to the crustacean. Okay, I was going to be. I was going to be, but we didn't get there. Okay. But I went over here calling her no bag of B words and all of that stuff. No, it was a debate. Like that's what it was. It was a debate. Okay. And she couldn't hang because she hung up. Because what you hang up for? Like, you talking about what, how, she had to have done something right, or she just did the standards to be able to reunite with him. And then when they were coming to do the follow-up, They never got a chance to do a follow because she's been gone ever since. Like, are you okay? Like, what are you talking about? CPS didn't give the child back and leave the child alone. And then Chrisean lied and said that the reason that CPS was in her life is because of the picture that Blueface put up of Chrisean Jr.'s genital area. That is not true. The reason CPS was in her life is because the birthing center called CPS on her. The birthing center called CPS on Chrisean. She thought she was slick. See, people can see because y'all be acting like y'all know the tea. Chrisean thought she was slick by going to have her baby at a birthing center instead of taking her baby to the hospital. Okay? She didn't want to have her baby at the hospital because she already knew what was up. She already knew what they was going to find, when Chrisean Jr. was born. Okay? Or what she didn't know is that the birthing center, because she thought that because they kind of give you more freedom if you go to a birthing center, and then doctors usually aren't around like that much, and if they do come in when they're like in labor, they usually come like during it. But other than that, like the midwives and the nurses and all of that, they handle the majority of, like at birthing centers, of giving the women giving birth. It's more sort of like a woman thing, right? So when the baby was born, they tested him. They knew what was up because it's all in the paperwork that was doxed about Chrisean Jr. That he was withdrawn basically from like opioids and schnoschnane at birth, and that they had to give the baby methadone. So Chrisean Jr. had to get methadone right away. He was withdrawing immediately, like right after he was born. Okay, they find all of that out right there at birth. Okay. Now, diagnoses and syndromes and stuff like that, they find that out usually a little bit later, unless it's like extremely obvious, unless like the doctor like knows like, yeah, this is what this is based off of this and this and the color, blah, 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 blah. The doctor will state that though. But usually it takes like some testing and it takes a few weeks to come back and find out what is actually going on with the baby. You're not going to find that out in 24 hours. It's not happening. Okay. So all of the other diagnoses that was on the paperwork, that's how we knew that was like either a doctor's appointment or Chrisean Jr. just been like taken to like a clinic or an emergency room. And it looked like discharge paperwork is what it was. It was what it was given, right? So she lied and said that Blueface is the reason CPS was in her life. No. Because Chrisean Jr. was very little. Y'all remember, he was a baby when she was walking around crying. He was maybe a month or two, maybe, not even a few weeks, 5-6 weeks, old, and she walked around crying in the kitchen talking about him. No, that CPS was already in her life. Okay, now she thought she was slick. She thought if I take the baby to the birthing center, that because people thought that she was doing it so that Zeus could get footage of her giving birth to Chrisean Jr. And no, that's not what that were. Because you can even have a nurse in the room when you're having a baby at a hospital. Now, they may not let like your partner or someone have a camera or anything like that. But in some hospitals, they will allow like the nurse or someone to record part of the birth for you and whatnot. So it's not unheard of for cameras to be inside of a birthing unit. But if it's like a cesarean, a C-section or something like that, then no, there's usually like no cameras or nothing like that. I mean, unless you're getting special treatment, but those rooms are usually sterile. And you have to be sterile. I know my kid's mom had 4 C-sections. So every time, and they will only allow a certain amount of people back there, usually 1. Sometimes in some hospitals maybe 2, but I know where we were going, it was only 1. Only 1 person could go back during it, and you had to be really clean. You had to wear scrubs like gloves, mask, glasses, hair net. We have. I mean, the net over the head, the thing over the head. We had to wear all that each time. Okay, so but where the hospital we were going to was only 1, but sometimes they let you have 2. People go back during a cesarean. So she had a natural birth. She gave birth to Chrisean vaginally. So cameras could be in there. It's not a environment for like a surgery, because a cesarean is a surgery. Natural birth is not surgery. So cameras can be in there. That's why you see the majority of women on camera that are having their babies on like shows and stuff like like our Chriseans and stuff like that, they were natural births. That's why the cameras. So she lied and said that, oh, CPS is in my life because Blueface put up. You're lying. They were in your life because of what was found in Chrisean's system when you was born. So she didn't get away with it. She didn't. That's how CPS originally came into her life. 100%. That's what that were. So let's get into, okay, y'all, phone lines are still not open yet. They will be. They will be open in not too long, I promise. So let's get into the petition. We are at 2,222. Oh, I need to flip it. I don't know why I need to flip my phone. I'm going to do that really quick because I'm going to show you guys other stuff too. And I don't want to keep flipping my phone to show y'all. So we are at over 2,000 signatures. If you want to know how to sign, you can look on my community wall. I do have a post on there with the link if you would like to go over and sign the petition. We really appreciate all of the signatures. Okay. In my next live, I'm going to read, like we did the last live, I'm going to read more from the petition and the notes and things and the comments that y'all leave behind. I think it's a beautiful thing, a wonderful thing. And just like we want him to be heard, I want y'all all to be heard as well. So we will be reading a lot of the messages and listening to some of the videos that y'all have left under there. I just think it's so sweet. And I really appreciate all of y'all just like unwavering support. Like, thank you so much. Him say you wasn't rude, you were logical. Thank you, because people try to do that. They be like, "Oh, you're a man, and just because you gay, don't mean you can talk to women like that." And da da da. It's like, no, it's just because I'm passionate about Chrisean Jr. I don't care if I don't know him. It's like, are you okay? Like, a lot of y'all aren't a part of the village. We get that. We get that, and then a lot of y'all can relate to what she's doing because you feel that on the inside, sweetheart, because she's doing a lot of stuff that you have done. Or you've done worse, and you don't look at yourself as a bad person. So if you're not a bad person, then she can't be a bad person either. Like, a lot of y'all relate to her because y'all done a lot of things similar or worse to the things that she has done. So again, I can't relate. So you're on the phone talking about some CPS make you sign a letter, or CPS make you sign that. I don't know nothing about none of that. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know. But you clearly do. So again, that's probably why you feel so passionate about it, because a lot of y'all are feeling poked by this neglect, because a lot of y'all are neglectful. So know that I realize that. Know that I realize that. Hi there, Fish King Pain. Y'all get up to my friend, the Fish King Pain. He'd be over there talking about her too. I'll be able to talk about Chrisean, saving Chrisean Jr., the official King Pain. Y'all get over there. The official King Pain, okay? The Crow family, the Lituation. Shout out to my friend, the official King Pain, but he be over there doing his thing. So y'all make sure y'all check him out. Subscribe to my friend, the official King Pain. We love him. So yeah, so it's just like, I understand that a lot of y'all be real pressed because y'all have done a lot of these things. So, because if I can't relate to any of that, and the majority of the parents that are feeling this way can't relate to it either. So, hold on, let me just, because I don't want to be rude. Hi, the phone lines are not open as of yet, but I will. Can you call back? I will answer your call when you call back.
I am so sorry.
It's okay. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I want you to call back, though. I want you to call back.
I will, because listen, I'm in B-More and I'm on the ground. I'm boots on the ground if you need them. I got you.
Okay, period. Oh, yeah, you better, please call back.
I sent you some text messages from this number, too. I know you're still live. I'm not trying to interrupt, but I sent you some text messages. I'm already in the motions of getting my detective license. I'm so serious, Sean. Like, this is not cool.
Okay, no, let's do this. Absolutely.
I know too many people who are in association. Mind you, I work in music and film, too. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people she's been in connection with lately, I've already distanced myself, but I've been seeing her and people how shit is moving. It's not too hard to find this bitch.
Yeah, ooh.
I'm going to call back.
Okay, please call back.
But I don't play about them kids.
Me neither. Please call back.
I got you.
Okay.
Talk to you soon.
Okay. Oh my God, I love her. Okay. Okay. And I want this person to call back too. Hi, the phone line isn't open, but I do want you to call back.
Hello, how are you today, Sean?
Hi, sweetie. I'm good. I hope you're good too. The phone line isn't open yet. I'm gonna play a couple more videos, and then can you call in? Because I really want to hear from you all.
Yeah, just shoot me a text and I'll come back in private and call back.
Okay. Oh, in private. You want to talk to me behind the scenes?
I can't hear you.
Okay, I'll just call you back, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Ooh, it's the hotline. It's the hotline. Ooh, girl. Okay, okay. Let's pull up Chrisean Jr. falling and his mama laughing. Hold on, because I want y'all to think I'm lying. Hold on, let me show y'all. Hold on, let me show you. 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 Okay, here we go.
Look at him standing up. Good boy.
Thank you for joining the learning box.
You hear that?
See you again soon.
Oh,
Now, what was that?
did you hear him fall?
Hey, boy.
Go get my baby.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Look at him standing up. Good boy.
Thank you for joining the learning box. We'll see you again soon. Everyone.
Now, what was that?
Bye bye, Jessica.
Hey, boy. And he gonna get right back up here.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Look at him standing up. Good boy.
Thank you for joining the learning box. We'll see you again soon. Everyone.
Now, what was that?
Bye bye, Jessica.
Hey, boy. And he gonna get right back up here.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Look at him standing up. Good boy.
Thank you for joining the learning box. We'll see you again soon. Everyone.
Now, what was that?
Bye bye, Jessica.
Hey, boy. And he gonna get right back up here.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Look at him standing up. Good boy.
Thank you for joining the learning box. We'll see you again soon. Everyone.
Now, what was that?
Bye bye, Jessica.
Hey, boy. And he gonna get right back up here.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Look at him standing up. Good boy.
Thank you for joining the learning box. We'll see you again soon. Everyone.
Now, what was that?
Bye bye, Jessica.
Hey, boy. And he gonna get right back up here.
Chrisean Jr., we know he don't move that fast. So if he's clunking to the ground, he's not getting right back up. No. That's why it's important to check on him. Just make sure he's all right. Help him back up. If he's good, he's good. I mean, you got to rush him to the hospital because he fell, because it sounds like he's in like a playpen or something like that. So he didn't hit, thank God it don't sound like he hit the ground. Whatever he hit, it did sound like a softer surface. Because I feel like if it was like a super hard one, I think he would have started crying. But it did sound like he was uncomfortable, like he was making some type of whine when he hit the ground. That's what I'm saying. Like he clearly didn't get right back up. But she said, and he off camera again. And she's like, oh yeah, it does sound like he's in like a playpen or something like that. See, we are fair. We're not over here just making up stuff. Oh yeah, he just hit the solid ground and no, but we this is what makes us believe people like Bino when Bino said that he fell from the bed and they were a distance away, but they heard him clunk like that and hit the ground. She said, oh, he'll be fine. It'll make him stronger. Not if he can't crawl or walk. Now, if he could crawl or walk and he fell out the bed, shouldn't be that big a deal. I mean, as long as he's not crying, they usually mean that they're okay. But if you hear them moving in the room again, it usually means that they're okay. Right? But if a kid hit the floor in a room and you don't really hear nothing, you go check on them because it could have knocked themselves out or got a little concussion or something like that. You never know. Just go. They could have hit something else on their way down, maybe the bedpost, or something. Just go make sure. Just as simple as opening up the door, saying they're good, okay, go ahead. Be about your way. But she didn't even get up to do that. So this is what makes us, which I believe, when he first said it. But this adds to the case. Be like, okay, well, she clearly just lets him hurt himself. Thank God he was in a playpen. But she clearly just. And you notice how she rarely ever has him in her arms? I don't think it's because she don't like him necessarily. I think it's because he's too big. He's too big. It's not like holding a baby anymore. But since he doesn't, walk or crawl or anything like that on his own, he's like heavy, you know, like heavier, because even when your baby is small, I always had my baby in my arms. Like, I love babies. So I always had my baby in my arm. But at first I thought, I'm like, why is she like rarely ever, because when he was a baby, she did hold him a lot. She always had him in her arms. I think that's what made a lot of people think that, she really cared for him because she always had him, and he was just the cutest little thing. But right, Caitlin Bree. So it's like holding dead weight, holding him now. And the bigger your kid get, the heavier they are. But by the time they get that big, they're usually walking and, all this stuff on their own. So you rarely ever have to hold them anymore, but you still do. Sometimes when you go to somewhere in public, like a movie or a concert or something like that, or wherever, and you bring the kid with you, they usually sit in your lap, or they try to make them sit still next to you. But overall, sometimes you just got to put them in your lap and just be like, look, whispering threats in their ear, little sweet threats, while smiling in their ear, holding the baby. Yeah, sit your ass down, because if you don't, because I promise you, when we leave, I'm gonna fuck you up. I promise you. When we get in the car, I'm gonna beat your ass as soon. Yeah, because I know I used to threaten the hell out of my kids. Oh yeah, it worked. And then somebody just give them a look. I just give them a look from across the room. They already know. They just sit down. Like I just look. Why I oughta. So yeah, they already know, right? But when it comes to her, he doesn't walk or anything. So she's annoyed by him. But why is she just letting him fall? Why is she just letting this poor baby fall? It's like, girl, at least and then she's like, oh, he got right up. Look, he got right. No, he did not. Show us. Why folk come, we can't see none of the milestones? Sorry. No. No. Because she showed us everything but the milestones. We don't get to see him talk, because she swear he do. We don't get to see him walk. She swear he do. We don't get to see him crawl. She swear he do. We don't get to see him stand up. She swear he do. Can we see, please? I want to see. We like him. We like him. Let us see the little boy. We love Junior. She said he eat. All we do is either spit it out or go like this. But she said he be throwing down. Boy never had a full meal before in his life. We'll never see him with food on his face. Stains on his clothes. He always clean. And them 4 sizes too small outfits. All his pants capris. We don't get to see none of that. She just want to show us, and so we be worried. Because that's what we be the whole time. Worried. Stuff like this. Worried.
Bye-bye. Look at him standing up. Good boy.
Thank you for bringing the learning box. We'll see you again soon. Everyone.
Now, what was that?
Bye-bye, Jessica.
He gonna get right back up here.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Look at him standing up. Good boy.
Thank you for bringing the learning box. We'll see you again soon. Everyone.
Now, what was that?
Bye-bye, Jessica.
He gonna get right back up here.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Look at him.
So she just want to keep showing us. Just the other day, him coughing like that. It's like, and then we get concerned, and then the crustaceans who leaving their babies in the closet, they baby at their mama house, They laid up somewhere with a nigga, watching her on their phone, mad at us. Mad at us. Because they're in the process of reunification. You mad at us because you in the process of getting your kids back, so how dare us? Sorry, this is not funny. But no, that's how they be. They mad at us because our children at home. You see, you pregnant right now, trying to get your kids back, and just got fired, but on the phone with me. I'm out of just let CPS do their job. Why? Because your sister didn't let them? Your sister kept bringing them up, pulling up with them? What? Like, you mad at us? What you mad at me for? You not saying CPS don't need to take the baby. You just saying y'all need to fall back and let CPS or or we gonna speed up the process. Nah. That's just what that word Yahweh. Yahweh. Got y'all damn nerve. Then gonna try to shame. Then gonna try to come up here and shame us like we just fun. Like, girl, how I know Chrisean shouldn't have a baby?
He don't walk. She need to go take him to therapy, y'all. She happen for y'all. He don't walk. Well, he can walk if she take him to proper therapy. He'll do the right stuff. And everybody that's sitting around just want to be in the limelight and get some views and watch that shit. Y'all all fucked up people. Like, y'all sick as hell.
Yeah, he talking to y'all. He talking to y'all. All the people that want to just sit around and watch it. That's what you want me to do, right? You want me to just sit around and watch it? She's fine. She's fine. Oh, she's fine. Part of Chrisean Jr.'s diagnoses and the doxed information was that he has neonatal abstinence syndrome. Okay? NAS is a group of problems that can happen when a baby is exposed to opioid drugs or medicine for a length of time in their mother's womb or uterus. The only medicine that causes this is methadone, besides actual drugs themselves. So if she was an addict and she was doing methadone so that she could stay clean and whatnot, then her baby could have been affected while taking it. But she wasn't on methadone. No. Chrisean Jr. was put on methadone when he was born. When he was born, he had to take methadone. A baby had to be given methadone. Either that or some perks. Either that or some schnane. Like, are you okay? Are you okay? Causes. NAS may occur when a pregnant woman takes drugs such as heroin or medicines such as codeine, oxycodone, methadone, and a word I can't pronounce. Buprenorphine. Sorry. Buprenorphine. Yes, Lord. I know some of these words. I don't know them all, but I know some of them. Okay. So these and other substances pass through the placenta that connects to the baby's mother in the womb. The baby becomes dependent on the drug along with the mother. If the mother continues to use the drug within a week or so before delivery, the baby will be dependent on the drug at birth. Because the baby is no longer getting the D-rug after birth, withdrawal symptoms may occur as the D-rug is slowly clearing from the baby's system. Now, over time, it can take for the drug to come out of the baby's system. So when you see the baby doing things like this, it could be just fine, or it could be a seizure, or it could be him having withdrawals. He was only given 1 week of meds. Not even, just a couple days. Yeah. And then she ran. So he needed methadone. He needed it. Fact. Okay? Neonatal syndrome is one of his syndromes. It's on the doc's paperwork. Okay? That only happens from drugs. That's what that comes from. Okay? Along with her drinking. That's where the FAS comes from. The fetal alcohol. So these are two different syndromes. That's why I said she this kid up. When I say that she up Chrisean Jr., she him up on so many different levels. Poor kid. On so many different levels from birth. That's what I say. He's no day of peace. He's no day. Babies of mothers who use opioids and other addictive drugs like nicotine, amphetamines, schnane, marijuana, alcohol may have long-term problems. While there is no clear evidence of NAS for other drugs, they may contribute to the severity of a baby's NAS symptoms. Okay? There's more. Hold on. We surgical with it. We're very so much surgical with it. Yeah. So this is how I know that CPS was called on Chrisean when Chrisean Jr. was born. So I put in, does CPS intervene at birthing centers? Okay. It says yes. CPS can often and does intervene at birthing centers and hospitals, especially if there are concerns about substance exposure requiring mandatory report in many states. A history of prior child removal or immediate risk like parental inability to provide basic care. That is Chrisean. Chrisean is just like any other parent that has a parental inability. She cannot raise him. She can't. She literally cannot raise this kid. But anyways, let's keep going. Focusing on the baby safety, while some states report prenatal substance as a mandated neglect, birthing centers must follow state laws. Okay, so a hospital is going to determine a mother pretty much unfit if the baby's born that way. Because then they're saying that you were doing all of this while pregnant. You knew you were pregnant while you were doing this. So it shows neglect even prior to the baby being born. Okay, so that is when CPS will usually intervene right away and remove the child from the parent, right? Let's keep going. But not all states do that. I mean, not all, but see, birthing centers have to follow the state's laws. Hospitals sometimes have their own rules as well, to where they don't need to go by state law. State law say you got to do ... in order for child protection to get involved. A hospital can say different. A hospital would be like, no, we see ... in the kid's system. So this is showing this, meaning they did this on purpose, or they tried to remove the pregnancy on their own, or ... We need to remove this child, So again, that's what I was saying. A birthing center goes by whatever the state laws is what the birthing center is going to follow. So when CPS gets involved with substance abuse, because I was wondering okay, so say they did see it in the baby system, they did report it to CPS, what happens next, right? So substance exposure, federal law requires healthcare providers to report infants affected by prenatal substance use, leading to mandatory reporting and potential CPS investigation in over half of the states. That is Maryland. Maryland is one of those states. So they were required to call child protection based off the baby being born with FAS and NAS. So that means there's a lot of neglect and abuse going on prior to the child even being born, right? Prior history, that always comes in effect. That was her first child, so she didn't have any prior history. Immediate risk. If parents appear homeless, lack support, or seem unable to care for a newborn, staff may report concerns to CPS to ensure safety. Now, with her coming up there with camera crews and all of that, that's the last thing the hospital is going to think is that someone coming in with this type of stature, or a birthing center is going to think that somebody coming in with this stature is homeless. Like that's, but you know, but she was. But she was totally homeless. So they did not report that because, again, I'm assuming her coming in with all the cameras and all this stuff, they're assuming like, oh yeah, she has to have a place. You know, she seems to be pretty important. So why would somebody like this be homeless? So I feel like they kind of gave her special treatment because of Zeus and, you know, all of them being present. I really feel like that's why they gave her special treatment. But so they did have to report. So birthing centers have to report just like hospitals have to report. So I kept researching. I'm like, okay, so if they take the kid forward, or if they didn't, why not? Like, why wouldn't they take the kid? You know. So if opioids or other substances are found in a newborn system, the infant is immediately monitored for neonatal abstinence syndrome, okay, which he was found to be positive, that Chrisean Jr. does have, NAS, or neonatal opioid withdrawal syndrome. Okay, that comes again from withdrawing. So he was born withdrawing from powerful substances such as opioids, Snow and you know, many other things, right? Including alcohol. So, okay, and the medical team is legally required to report the findings to Child Protective Services or child welfare agencies. These situations trigger mandatory reporting in many states, require a plan of safe care to be created for the infant and family. I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean? So they're saying medical care for the newborn, monitoring. The baby will be monitored for 3 to 7 days for signs of withdrawal, which can include high-pitched crying, Do I need to pull up Chrisean Jr. crying as an infant? Because everybody was saying Child. No. I'm like, he does not have Child. That's why I said I absolutely believe that he has, that those doctors' information was real because it all fits Chrisean Jr. It fits him. Because I can pull Chrisean up crying as an infant. That's why people say that he sounds like a cat, you know, and things like that. The high-pitched crying. Tremors, seizures. I just showed you a video of Chrisean Jr. We don't know if he was having a seizure. We don't know. We don't know if that was a seizure. It could have been a withdrawal. That's why I said that could have literally been a withdrawal, because that children that have NAS have withdrawals like that, to where the withdrawal can lead to a seizure. And he can't speak. So he's nonverbal. So it's not like he can say what he's going through, or a person can tell if he's seizing, because normally he's doing or saying this, and now he's doing. It's like you just don't know. You don't know. Vomiting and trouble feeding. And trouble feeding. Did I just show you Chrisean Jr. refusing food? Because I can. Many different times of him refusing food. See, you don't have to be a doctor to see this. This is why you crustaceans are weird. Y'all weird, not us. Y'all weird. Let's take it a step deeper. Treatment. While some babies only need non-pharmacological care, which is like tight swaddling, quiet environment, low light, skin-to-skin contact, others require medication such as methadone or morphine. Correct. To manage severe withdrawal symptoms. The care was never done besides the first week. You have to still continue. It's not over. She didn't take him back after. The next time Chrisean Jr. went to the doctor after that was to get the hernia surgery. That was the next time he went. And pretty much like the last time. Correct. To where they didn't even make an on him. So that could have been like outpatient, pretty much. So yeah. Let's get into it. There's more. I put in the title Clubfoot Permanent Damage. If clubfoot is left untreated, the foot remains turned inward, leading to an abnormal, awkward gait, difficulty walking, pain, calluses, and inability to wear normal shoes. Inability to wear normal shoes. Chrisean Jr. should not have on shoes. He should not have them on. Nobody's saying that to be a D word. We're saying it because it's fact. And she's not saying, and I mean, on her Instagram, it's like one of her first pictures of Chrisean Jr. being born, like at the top. Chrisean Jr. being born, and you can see how he has extreme clubfoot. It's bad. It's bad. He's going on 3 years old and is still untreated. He should not have on shoes at all. With his bones being so soft now, especially because it's bending them and twisting them into different. You're not supposed to do that. So now she's making his feet more deformed than what it already is. She's creating deformities. Because he's been wearing shoes from birth. From birth. Since he's been born, she's been putting shoes on his feet. Okay. Wearing normal shoes. Causing significant lifelong disability. Read that again. If clubfoot is left untreated, the foot remains turned inward, leading to an abnormal, awkward walk, difficulty walking, pain, calluses, and inability to wear normal shoes, causing significant lifelong disability, meaning permanent. That's why it's in my title. Permanent. So he is in agonizing pain every time she puts shoes on him. Boots, all of that. I was like, why are you like that poor kid? Wow. Crazy work. Early treatment, usually starting in infancy, is crucial. Crucial. This is why all of the women and men that have typed in the chat whom may have suffered from clubfoot themselves or had children that suffer from clubfoot said how important it is to get it done right away. It's fixable and you don't have to do a surgery or anything like that. There are leg braces. There are foot orthopedic shoes and both. Sometimes you need both. But once it's done, it's like the feet were never clubbed. It's like you can't even tell. You have to tell a person like, yeah, when I was born, my foot was clubbed. Because the person will never be able to tell. If done immediately, she should have been took care of that. Been took care of. He about to be 3. Then 4, then 5, then 6. Like, I mean, how long is this going to take? I do feel like there's still time to correct it, but you have to take it to a doctor for that because he's still young. He's only about to be 3. So, I mean, that gives him a little time, but not much. This needs to have been done like yesterday, yesteryear, 2 years ago. This should have been done. And it's better to do while they're infant because they're not tugging at it. And then the little pain that they do feel, it's not that big of a deal because of how soft, their bones are, whatnot. Now his bones are hardening, and becoming, it's like, why? And it's nothing that you have to do. Like, let the doctors will take care of it. Just take them to the appointments and they'll do everything else. All you got to do is keep the shoes and the braces on them and you're good. That's it. Keep the shoes and brace on until it's corrected, until the doctor says he's good. And you're fine. And it wouldn't have taken that long. It would have taken like a year or so, sometimes 2. And then the kid is good. She's done none of that. Okay? Short-term, sorry, I didn't finish it. Potential, okay. Lifelong disability, reduced mobility, and potential arthritis. So this could give him all these things just because she didn't take care of the cleft foot. As the condition worsens with age and weight bearing, so the older you get and the more you weigh, the worse it is. Early treatment, usually starting in infancy, is crucial for a normal and active life, but if ignored, its results can permanent deformity and functional problems, short-term effects as the child grows. Abnormal walking, and it says walking on the outer edge of the foot instead of the sole. The issue here is that his club foot is so bad that he can't even walk. Because there's plenty of kids that have had club foot that have been able to crawl, walk, all of that. See, the reason Chrisean is not crawling and walking is because due to one of his other diagnoses with his spine. It's something wrong with Chrisean's spine. Because regardless of his feet being clubbed, he should still be crawling. He should be. That's why he tries. When Chrisean sets him on the floor, like he'll try. But it's something with his spine to where it's like, it's not, I don't know, it's something like with his like spine to hip ratio, pelvis to spine. Because it's like he uses the top part of him to try to like scoot, but he doesn't go anywhere. Because he tries to move around. He does. He tries. He just can't. That's why Chrisean sits him on his butt. Because he can't get off of it unless he goes backwards. That's really the only way. Other than that, he's just kind of just planted. There's definitely, I feel that he has spinal issues. And yes, he still does have a hernia. He had 2 hernias. She got 1 removed. He still does have another one. So it could be the hernia too. And the doctor stated in the room that the baby had 2 hernias. So I'm not getting that just from hearsay. The doctor said when she took him to his appointment to get the first one removed that he had 2. Not 1, he had 2. And they were removing 1 because of the age, because he was so small. And they weren't doing an incision because of how small he was. So they weren't going to do like it. That's why they took care of the one on the outside. There was one internal. See what I'm saying? So they took care of that one. And then I believe she was supposed to schedule an appointment for in the future to get the other hernia taken care of. Because they don't like, most hospitals don't like putting babies under. And they still had to put them under. Even for the procedure that they did. They still have to put them under. So they're not going to keep giving the baby a bunch of anesthesia. So they make the appointments, usually they spread them out. So that the next time they come, the anesthesia is really usually like out of their bodies and all that stuff. So the anesthesia is not good for you, from what I gather. It's like harmful to the body. Dangerous anesthesia is, from what I've been reading. It's very dangerous. So that's why they schedule appointments and surgeries and stuff apart, or they'll try to do multiple surgeries while you're under, so they don't have to keep giving you anesthetic to put you under. So, yeah. So Junior needed another surgery. He still does. As far as I'm concerned, if you had a hernia and they said that you needed to get it removed, it's not just going to go away. It's not going to fix itself. That's not happening. It's not just going to just disappear. is no, you still got to get it taken care of. So it also says, okay, so short-term effects, the abnormal walking, pain and sores, development of painful calluses and sores on foot, shoe problems, inability to wear regular shoes, which means that while you have clubfoot, you do not wear regular shoes. You don't at all. Socks is about it. That's it. That's all I saw that for recommendations, and they have recommendations for certain socks for like pressure, like blood pressure, and stuff like that. Due to how the blood circulates differently with a club foot, it's not going up and down like it does with as it's kind of going like at an angle, and sometimes like there could be like shortages like in it, the blood transferring through the body due to like the pressure being put on certain. I'm like, oh, poor guy. So like that's how they get like sores and stuff like that. Wow. I'm like, oh, poor tink tink. Yeah. So and then it says muscle issues, underdeveloped calf muscles that are on effective leg. And you're in the gym, you got really small legs. They like little sticks. Poor guy. He's so thin. And that's because he barely eats. Besides bottles, he's really not eating. He's not finishing them. Because if you notice that too, why I think that he truly does have trouble swallowing and it's fight or flight, because he always has the bottle. And the bottle's like never empty. It's always something. You notice that? Even when she was on the beach surfing, taking the surf lessons, it's always something in his bottle. I'm like, yeah, that baby not drinking. I'm like, no, he's not drinking like that. Because I think when when he has issues in his throat and whether he feels like he can't swallow or afraid to swallow it, that's why it says also with babies with NFS, they do a lot of vomiting because they do have trouble eating. They have trouble eating, swallowing, all of that. So if they're afraid, like going to swallow, again, fight or flight, survival mode, the body's going to go into, you're going to try to get it out, So there is a lot of vomiting with having a baby with NAS because they feel like their air supply is being shortened when they're trying to swallow. It's kind of like swallowing something that's too big or it's going down the wrong way. So it's like you can like feel it as it's going down. It's kind of like that. So the body goes into fight or flight. Like it's going to do what it can to survive. And I think that's why sometimes he swallows fine. And I think a lot of the times he has issues. He gets scared and spits it out or just so since he's scared and he knows that this, whatever you're bringing towards him makes him feel away, he's not going to take it. He's not going to take it. And when she tries to feed him and whatnot, he knows so food is scary. Oh, food is like scary to him. If you think about it, it's like scary. Poor guy. Just like me, if you think about this, why a lot of kids like him have like G tubes, or they could just eat only like oatmeals and stuff like that. He's probably like afraid of food. I think so. If like honestly sitting here thinking about like fight or flight, all of that, body going into survival mode, feeling like you're choking or that you're breathing, your air supply has been cut off. He's probably like petrified anytime somebody puts like a fork or spoon in front of his face. Probably just like, oh no, And then she putting boiling hot potatoes in our baby mouth, burning his poor mouth, scaring them. And then she be putting anything in his mouth. If he already has difficult time swallowing, why are you trying to shove like chicken and stuff like that in his mouth? Like, why are you doing that? Don't give him chicken. Don't do it unless you're gonna like puree it. And I don't even think she knows what the word puree means. Like, because that's how most kids that have trouble swallowing eat. You just have to soften and puree everything. When I worked in group homes, people that we had that had trouble swallowing and whatnot, we would feed them things like oatmeal, stuff that makes it really hard to choke on. And then for like snack, we gave them things like pudding or applesauce, stuff like that is what we would give them. Or we would like super puree food. And we would do like each one, like we would do with like green beans, and then we feed them that, and then we would puree like some chicken. We would add like sometimes like a little bit of milk or something like that, or almond milk or something to make it taste a little bit better and whatnot. So, but we would add things to make it, but it was still food. They're still getting the nutrients, protein, all that stuff. It doesn't matter. It's just looks like it's chewed form, but it's still the same thing. That's what it looks like at the end of the day when we eat anyway. When it's digesting, same thing. So all that matters is that they are eating, and that they are getting the protein. He's not. That's why he's so small, because he's not getting any protein. He's not. None of the nutrients that he needs, that we need to be. And I also think that's why he's always so like woozy. It's like the poor kid probably starving. He's probably so hungry. And when you're hungry, you're still going to have belly aches and stomach cramps and all of that. Like those things are still going to affect you, whether you're scared to eat or not. Like, it's still painful, I would like to open up the phone lines now. If you would like to call in, y'all can go right ahead. I'm also going to pull up the CPS report while we're getting some calls. 1 second. Pull up the CPS report on Chrisean. What? Oh, I was about to say, what is that? Okay. So here's one of the child protection reports. So it says, urgent child welfare concern. Shout out to the subby that sent this to me. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Medically fragile toddler, 2 years, 4 months old. I am submitting this complaint out of serious concern for the safety and welfare of a medically fragile male child, approximately 2 years old and 4 months, 2 years and 4 months old, who is frequently and publicly displayed by his mother on social media, live streams, and videos. The child has visible and ongoing medical, developmental, and physical impairments that appear to be unmanaged and, in many cases, exacerbated by neglectful and unsafe caregiving. These concerns are based on intensive publicly available video evidence posted by the mother herself. Medical and developmental concerns. The child cannot walk, talk, feed himself,
Incoming call.
Okay, I'm going to finish reading that, but I'm going to answer this call, but I'm going to finish reading it. Hi, caller. You are live on the air with Sean Everyway.
Hi, Sean. You're so amazing what you're doing, and everything that is happening here needs to be done, and it's amazing, and thank you so much. I want to say anyone that calls in or calls the live and has anything to say negative and say or has anything to say about that Chrisean is doing the right thing and that we need to leave her alone, you need to be careful because CPS is going to come to your house next. You on here saying anyone, any mother that can come on here and say that what she's doing is right and that you're next. So I'm glad that this is, we're saving Junior and maybe we're saving other kids too.
Mm-hmm.
Because it makes no sense to me that people can come on here and say, oh no, she's doing what she can do for her child. We need to, all of you are going to get exposed because that is ridiculous. Not even a special needs child, any child should not be living in a car. Are you insane?
Yeah.
Do you know how you're stumping a regular child? A regular toddler should not be living in any car. And I understand sometimes things happen, and sometimes the parent, things happen. And you can't go, maybe you don't want to go to a shelter. And I've seen it. where, moms are in their cars with their kids, but they're doing everything they can. But for you to actually come on here and say that leave her alone, this is her child. No, we coming to your house next. We need CPS on anyone that come up here. Because this is crazy. Like, are you really insane?
Mm-hmm.
And to criticize Sean, who has kids himself and knows what it's like. Don't you hear the way the man is talking? He knows C-sections. He understands kids. Are you really okay? Listen, and let's help this child. Don't come on here with that ignorance. Like I said, come on here with that nonsense. CPS coming to your house next. Because it has to. This makes no sense to me. That anyone can come up here and try to say some nonsense that we're getting involved and should mind our business. This is our business.
Right.
Are you really serious?
Yeah.
Anyway, let me calm myself down. I just wanted to come up here really quick. You're doing an awesome job. Sean, thank you so much. I signed the petition and got a good 20 other people to sign it too.
Oh.
Let's keep it up and let's save Junior.
Absolutely.
Thank you so
much. I really appreciate you calling. Thank you so much. She was lit. She said the audacity. I'm like, right. Because all we want to do is help Junior. That's all we want to do. Like that's it. We see an innocent kid that's going through a lot, and I don't think people understand like what's going on. That's why I feel a need to come forward and explain and be like, look, due to the doc's paperwork, this is that. She's watching the kid fall. He is still sick. Like, let's not forget that too. Hold on, I'm gonna read the rest of that report. But he is still sick too. Which one is it?
He has a blue one.
I think it's this one.
Select the blue one here. Now you got blue and red, Chrisean. That's nice. Say thank you. He said thank you, Chuck. I got clean up. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more left. Big boxes too. Chrisean, did you turn the iPad? Chrisean, did you turn the iPad up?
So you can hear his lungs. Listen.
Chrisean, did you turn the iPad up?
He's still sick.
Chrisean, did you turn the iPad up?
He's still sick. Day like what, 8? Day like 8 or 9. He's still sick. So for the people that say, oh, he's not sick anymore, yes, he is. He is very so much still sick. And she happy because he just got a walker.
He has a blue one.
Incoming call.
He just got a walker at 2 years old.
Incoming call.
Just got a walker. And my issue with her is, again, I love that everybody's, the fans are helping Chrisean and that they send Chrisean Jr. things. But it's like, why can't she? Why can't she buy her own kids things? Like, hi, you're on the Shine the Boy Show. You're live on the air.
Oh my God, I finally got through.
Yes.
Okay, I was in the comments saying that he needed, like you said, he needed 2 surgeries for the hernia and a reconstructive surgery to rebuild what little genitalia that he has. And she's still not getting him any help, which is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, because they were I'm kind of like trying to make him a genitalia because he didn't have one. That's how big the hernia was. The hernia was so big outside of him that he didn't even have, like, they couldn't really even tell where it started and where it ended. So the surgery was to basically create one. And that's why they didn't want to do like any incisions or anything like that. That's why he had to come back to get it finished, but she never took him.
Right. See, I didn't want to say too much in the comments because I didn't want it to come off like I was saying. You know, some might take it like, oh, I'm trying to be funny. Oh, he doesn't have this, but no. He really doesn't have no ting-ting.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand. I get tired of fighting with her fans in the comments. Like, who doesn't want to get their kids taken care of? Who doesn't want their kids to be in good health? Like I said, my kids are big kids. My youngest is 9.
Yeah.
And I just took my 18-year-old to get his wisdom teeth pulled. So I'm actually en route to go get him some potatoes from the eel. Imagine he's 18.
Right.
Junior is 2.
Mm-hmm.
2. And I'm doing this for my 18-year-old. how I don't get it. Like I've been a mom since I was 16, so I don't get it.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna keep you long. I know people trying to call in, and I've been down and back to back watching your YouTube on my TV and on my phone.
Oh.
And yes, have a blessed day. Keep
You
doing
too.
what you do.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your call, sweetheart.
No problem. Have a blessed day.
You too. Oh, that's a sweet call. Y'all keep calling. Y'all keep calling in. Old girl call. Oh, actually, I can call her back. Yeah, so she happy at 2 years old. You got a walker. At 2.
Select the blue ears. Now you got blue and red, Chrisean. That's nice. Say thank you.
Incoming call.
But the gag is that people sent this stuff a long time ago. Once they seen that Chrisean didn't have certain things, her fans been sending us stuff, and she's just late to opening it up. Hi, caller, you're live on the air with Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Hi.
I just want to say one thing. Duke needs to be held accountable as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because they filmed the whole entire pregnancy. They filmed her drinking, everything.
Yes.
They need to be held accountable as well.
So do you feel like more so of Lemmy needs to be held accountable, or just like the network in total? You there? Oh, I think it cut out because she's still here. I think it cut out on her end. She could just, or maybe I just need to refresh. Maybe I just need to refresh it. Call me back, sweetie. Hold on. So he just got a stroller, and she don't appreciate none of the stuff y'all sending. Look.
I got clean up. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more left. They big boxes too. Child, I'm tired.
Incoming call.
And where I think she's staying at right now, I think she's staying with one of the
Incoming call.
trainers, because it's not family. She's not staying with family. I checked on that because Tessa don't live there, from what I seen. Tessa don't live there. And caller, you are live on the air with Sean Debbyway. Hi.
Hi, Sean. I'm a new subscriber to your channel. I just absolutely got to say I love your take on everything. Love the commentary. Love the realness. For my input, I got to say, as a mother of 5, I mean, how can anybody see their child sick, struggling, and have no heart to take them to the doctor and make sure that their care is like taken care of? Like, I don't understand it. I've always kind of looked at Chrisean sideways from the beginning when she referred to her baby as $1 million baby. Like, what parent sees their child as a commodity?
Right. She did say that. She did. And I feel like she was saying, like, yeah, I feel like when she was saying that she had $1 million baby, she really felt like that was the profit with Blueface. You know, this baby is so important because everybody thinks he's by Blueface and da-da-da-da-da, when the whole time her life was about to be turned upside down and she had no idea what was coming. She had a whole nother plan for Chrisean Jr.
I agree. It's crazy. And for her to use God as her way to be different and to way to come in and say that she wanted to do a ghetto gospel with Fetty Wap and, oh my God, like, where this girl, what's wrong with her?
Yeah, there's a lot wrong with her.
As far as the people that are condoning this, it's like, no, there's too many children out there getting abused, getting mistreated. I mean, come on, we see it on the TV every damn day. The little baby, Gabriel Hernandez, Ruby Frankie, all her kids abused. Like, we can't stay silent about this.
Mm-hmm. Not at all. Because we're going to keep having these cases. There was just a Twitch streamer. I believe this was last month. She was arrested for not feeding her child for a week. And she said she forgot.
Oh, my God. You see?
Yeah. She said she forgot. A whole week went by and she didn't feed her kid. Yeah, a whole week. Crazy.
Oh my God. Well, you know what? I'm gonna be here supporting you. We're gonna do this. We're gonna try to get this situated. Poor baby. He needs to be saved. And I don't know. She needs counseling or maybe put into to a facility because she needs help her damn self.
Absolutely.
Ain't no way she should have had no damn baby.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate all of your support and thank you for being here. I love you so much and thanks for calling.
Thank you. I love you too. Have a blessed day.
You too. I'm trying to get y'all calls. I'm trying to get y'all calls. Shut up, Chrisean. I was about to say something. Oh, yeah. So I'm doing a small video, a small surviving on that guest. There's a Twitch streamer, a female, and she didn't see her kid for a week. And when the police got there, they said she said because she forgot. Hi, caller. You are live on the air with Sean.
Yes, hi. Is it Sean?
Yes.
Hey, Sean, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I've been trying to get through. It's always busy, but I'm calling from Severn, Maryland. I'm very close with Chrisean's family.
Oh, okay.
And just I just want to say thank you because we see the content all the time regarding Chrisean and Chrisean Jesus Jr.
Mm-hmm.
But it's different than yours. Like the way you touch down is totally different, and I love it. My thing with her is, as a mother, she has to stop feeling embarrassed. Stop staging his milestones, right? And I can only speak on it, Sean, because I'm a mother of a 12-year-old that is nonverbal, right? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So I'm like hanging on your every word. Keep talking.
Oh, okay. No, and I just feel that, just the abuse and the things that we're witnessing, it's over the top.
Yes.
I know I really don't want to speak for the family, but I know when people are asking you like, well, why isn't Chrisean's family doing anything? The things that young lady has taken that family through, they don't want to be bothered.
Agreed.
Like even with the baby, but they hurt and they cry out for this baby. Mm-hmm. But to have to go through the courts or go through anything with her, they're blatantly like they don't want anything to do with it, which is sad, like if she's saying Blueface is the father, Blueface is the father, right? But overall, you keep doing what you're doing, Sean. Don't let up. I've signed a petition. I'm getting others to sign the petition. And just keep doing what you're doing, baby.
I am. Thank you so much. And please, if you ever see Ronnie's family again, well, I'm sure you will, just send our love.
I'm trying to get his mom to talk to you because she thinks all the other content creators are BS. Mm-hmm. But I have spoken to her, and I've told her, like, he speaks very well. I think you should give Sean a chance. But she's just iffy with the whole
I get it.
Social media thing.
Yeah.
She's not with it,
No,
like,
absolutely.
as a mother.
No, I get it. I'm sure. And like I said, she's grieving, and she gets to take as much time as she needs to do that. There's no right, no wrong when it comes to how she feels and whatever she decides. She's entitled to that. Her kid was taken away from her. So no one can dictate how she moves, why she moves that way, what they think she should be doing, how she should be. No, you do not get to tell somebody grieving a kid of theirs what to do. Mm-hmm. You just got to let them be, and just let them try to figure out on their own. Absolutely.
She'll never get it, Sean.
Yeah.
She'll never get it. And the crazy part is when she's in Baltimore City, I'm a mandated reporter. So if I ever lay eyes on her here in Severn, it's up for her. It's up and stuck.
Yeah.
If we don't get to a physical altercation over my nephew, just for that.
I know. Yeah.
But she's around mandated reporters. Like she has people that are protecting her, Sean.
Yeah.
She does.
I'm sure she does.
That pastor and all these people that she's standing around, I don't care about the boxing people. They're just in it to get a couple dollars.
Yeah.
But she's around real mandated reporters that are not reporting. And to me, I just feel like you all are a part of the problem.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more.
Right now, I think she's staying at the pastor's house that looks like one of the pastor's homes that she's staying with. I don't think she's staying with someone, but we don't know where she's staying. I don't want to dictate on that, where she actually is at this very moment. But I do know that she's here in the Baltimore area. She's been seen. I got family and friends in Baltimore. She's out and about, and that baby is always in the car.
Yeah. Poor thing.
So you just keep doing what you're doing, Sean. And like I said, we're all praying for the best for the baby. Thank you for everything you do.
No, absolutely. And thank you so much for calling in, sweetheart. I hope you call again.
You're welcome, baby. Thank you.
Call from
Oh, that was a good call. Hey, boo. You are live on the air with Sean Everyway. You was trying to get in. Hi. You was calling and you like, I'm going to get in. I'm going to get in.
Yeah, I had to get in here again. Watch it for the last couple of days. And I'm losing it because I didn't know he fell. That was heartbreaking. And, hello?
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you.
Okay, I'm walking around with 2 hernias. I'm 45.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's painful, okay? And this is a baby that's nonverbal, so he can't look at you and tell you nothing. And then the way she looked at him when he fell, she didn't even bust a move.
At all.
She didn't, even if my child was able-bodied and, you know, I would have still got up and checked on him. She didn't do nothing. Yo, this lady's crazy. She has to be stopped. This baby cannot... He can't take too much more of this. He's in pain all day.
24 hours a day, he's in pain. 24 hours a day.
I don't understand how nobody is doing nothing. Only thing I can say, I'm glad she inside of a house. That's it.
Yeah, and that's just until next month. That's why I want to try to get her popped before she leaves, because she's only staying there until the fight, and then she's going right back to California.
I'm praying every day that somebody roll up on her like a 6-4. Because this has to stop. She don't care for that baby. I don't care what nobody said. And then that caller who called in earlier, just the little rocktards, the retards, y'all don't need your children either. Y'all don't need children if this is how you think a child should be raised or taken care of.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had all the medical elements like that. It's sad.
It is. It's really
and
sad.
He can't say nothing. You know, so somebody got to have a voice for him, so I'm grateful that you're here.
Yeah,
I'm grateful that you're diligent and you're pushing.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I really appreciate you calling in, sweetheart.
Thank you. Thank you. I signed your petition and I shared it, and I'm going to share it every day.
Thank you. And I'm going to keep sharing it every day, too, and talking about it every day. Trust, something will be done. We have to will it into existence. We have to think positive thoughts, and we just simply can't give up. That's it. Enough people have given up on him. We see people that see him every single day, and they are doing nothing. So if the people around him aren't, somebody has to.
All these people letting her on the streams. I'm like, y'all got kids. Y'all not going to say nothing to her? Like you said, it take a village. Ain't nobody, the church members, nobody going to say nothing?
Nobody.
It's demonic. It's just demonic.
It is.
Thank you, though.
Thank
I appreciate
you.
everybody.
Thank you so much, sweetie. Oh, it's a lot of calls. Hi, caller. You are live on the air with Sean Davy Way. Hi.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi.
How you, baby?
I'm great. How are you?
I admire you so much. They call me Big Mama. I'm Big Mama from Detroit.
Hey, Big Mama.
And I watch you every day at work. I just had to call in, baby. I am the voice for Junior. I had to call you to tell you, Junior wants you to know that he thank you. He thank you, baby. He thank you for all that you're doing for him. How you standing in the gaps for him, baby. God gonna bless you. He got you, baby. You keep doing what you're doing. You are a blessing, baby. You and your chat, all your chat members, everybody that's standing with you, all the other bloggers that is representing for him as well, considering that he can't really speak, to thank you all for all that y'all are doing, and mainly you, Sean, because you really got your boots on the ground, and I've been praying and asking God to send a lot more soldiers your way to help you fight this fight and doing all that you are doing for this baby. You are so awesome, baby. It takes a strong man to stand, because, you know, we don't always have men standing in the gap for children, women, senior citizens, or hardly anyone. So I commend you so much
I ask God to keep blessing you abundantly, you and your family. You're doing an awesome job. I love how when them haters come on here and always with the negativity, those negativity people that's not standing for Junior, and you with his mama, and y'all see, oh my God, y'all see that this child, all the damage that she's doing to her own child. And for none of y'all to stand like Sean is doing, God wants y'all to know, each and every one of y'all rock stars, God dealing with y'all one by one and name by name.
So true.
Keep doing what you're doing, Sean, baby. You just keep letting them hate. Keep putting your foot. I love how you do. You flip your hair, baby. I love how you roll your eyes when you throw them eyes up. I love you. I just love you so much.
Oh,
you
you're
have
so
an awesome
sweet.
spirit, baby.
Oh my God,
keep letting them haters hate. You just keep doing what you're doing, because one day all them rock stars, they got to see Jesus one day, and they all going to pay, and He's going to ask the why that they did not tell their baby, why they did not tell her the truth. She wants to be center of attraction all the time and steady stand firm for her baby that she know she did damage to. Right. If y'all look at that video that her and Blueface did when Blueface was holding Junior, and just look, y'all really look at her. Look how she just sitting there looking at Junior. In her mind, you can tell it's killing her that she know that she done all this damage to her baby.
Yeah.
And God, even though that is too late, God knows if that was me, I would have been to every doctor's appointment. I would, right, considering that you sharing him, like you say, that's our nephew now.
Absolutely.
Use the way you, in that box, and her want a box, baby, that's the last thing should be on your agenda. The way you want to be a professional boxer, you need to show the world and the rest of these young people. When you didn't mess up your own child, still have to be and stand there for them and give them the help that they need. They got so many clinics that Junior would probably be walking right now. But we're going to keep praying, because we all know if God let the blind man see, if he took 2 fishes and fed thousands, God can anoint Junior, and He's going to let them legs walk. He's going to let that food go down his throat the way that it's supposed to.
Absolutely.
We just keep praying for him, and y'all keep doing what y'all doing for him, Sean. I love you so much, baby.
I love you too.
God got a blessing for you that no man on this earth, baby, could never take from you. And all them demons and wolves and sheep that keep coming, trying to distract and destroy, baby, just know God is right there. He got that sword. He's slicing them down one by one and name by name. Keep your feet on her neck, because this is what she needs. Maybe this will wake her up. Yeah. Maybe she will run to the doctor. While you worry about wanting to be a professional boxer, you should be worrying about being a better mother and get your baby the help that he needs. Because trying to be a professional boxer, baby, you can't do that and trying to take care of your baby. You won't hire a nanny or anything. And your family, and if they was for right, they will be telling you, beating you down, telling you right. I will pull you and Junior, and we'll be at these hospitals. Because if the shoe was on the foot, just imagine if that was her, and Junior was the mother. She don't really look at the picture, because all she wants is all the attention on Chrisean. Mm-hmm. You notice she gets jealous when you constantly Junior. He get the gift. Look how she just threw the box.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Big Mama, you see how she threw that box, girl?
One day, though. She got to pay for it, Sean. Baby child, I swear that craving that broke me down to my knees. That's why I admire you so much, baby. God got you. Baby, God got you. And I wish them demons would come to Detroit. Because, baby, God got your back.
Oh, my God. Thank you so much.
Threat. You so bad. Why you got to always want to harm someone? Instead of you demons letting her know that man telling you right. He ain't saying nothing wrong on his platform.
Yeah.
And thank God that the world see all of this. So they go to show you the rock cars is just as sick as she is. All they asses need help too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm going to take some more calls, Big Mama. Big Mama, I'm going to take some more calls.
It's real,
She's
child.
so cute.
I love you so much, baby.
I love you too. You are so sweet. You are so sweet. And the chat loves you, by the way. Everybody loves you, Big Mama. We all love you.
And I love y'all. Y'all keep standing strong with Shine. Y'all doing an awesome job. Y'all the best out of all the YouTubers on Facebook. Y'all is number one. And if I was the one that can give out the awards, you and all your chat members will have one. Y'all keep going forward. God got all of y'all, and God bless y'all all for standing with the king. Because, Sean, you is the king, baby.
Oh.
You keep doing what you do.
You too. I love you, Big Mama.
I love you so much more, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Okay. Ooh, shout out to Big Mama. Oh, I like her. Hi, caller. You are live with Shonda Way. Thank you so much for waiting. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Hi.
Hi. Hello. Abundance, gratitude, prosperity, good health, and good wealth to all. I just wanted to weigh in with you, Mr. Davey Way. You're doing an awesome, amazing job. My name is Cynthia. I go by Miyazi the Healer, Truth Teller, Truth Speaker. Whether you be a superstar, a regular person, it is not okay to abandon your child's health for your pride and your joy. When my son was born, newly born, and as a mother, your concern is your child at birth, after birth, and until they get old enough to take care of themselves. And my son was having trouble with his left eye, and it was twitching back and forth, and I didn't want to take any chances. So on his first visit back to the doctors right after he was born, I let the doctor know that my son is having some problems with his left eye, and I want to know what it is. When they diagnosed him, they told me he needed early intervention. He didn't do all the regular things that a newborn should be doing, holding their head up, holding their bottle, crawling, even pushing himself, to sit up. And he ended up getting the early intervention services that he needed right away. Now, if I was a slum mother and only worried about drinking and smoking and having fun, I wouldn't have taken care of the problem. The one thing that some of these young mothers fail to do is take accountability. And they look for a way out of that accountability by lusting, thinking it's love. And even with a person's background, how they were brought up. Some may not want to change, some may not try to change, and some may not know that they need healing. They depend on love from the outside, that is destruction. So when they're not healed, they don't know any better. I'm not busting down anyone's door, and I'm not breaking anyone's chains. But what I will say is an unfit mother is easily detected. An unhappy mother is easily detected.
Agreed.
An unhealed mother is easily detected. And, what you're doing is amazing. The Most High, Mother and Father, ancestors, guardian angels, and spiritual team will protect you, shall protect you, and protection will come to your door. Whether you go out, whether you come in, whether you go into these buildings, whether you come out of these buildings, you're protected from the crown of your head to the bottom of your feet. Continue to do what you're doing. No one's going to shut you up. No one's going to shut a door on you. What you will do is get more callings from the ancestors to help others that are in the same predicament as this young lady is in. And she's being watched, and her name is being written down, and she will be taken care of. It's just a matter of time, because some of these mothers think using a child as a weapon against a father, or even doing dirt towards the deceased, is going to bring them happiness and joy. And it's not. The life that she's living right now, it's miserable, and she knows it. And I'm calling on the ancestors to please bring Junior to safety, get him the help that he needs, help him to stand tall. And even with a club foot, he can still make it. Because I do remember when they said that my son probably wouldn't be able to walk. He would need probably stilts, the shoes, to help him walk. And lo and behold, my son pulled through. And I'm still raising my 20-year-old. After his dis-ease and his issues, he's still home with his mom. Yeah. And I'm not going to give up until he can focus and know his way. Even though he's 20, he still needs my attention. He still needs my help, because that's what a mother is there for. Absolutely. They're there till the end of time. Mm-hmm. And you don't get an award for being a mom. You get the calling and I would say the blessings from the ancestors and the guardian angels and the spiritual team that you are doing the job you are meant to do here. Mm-hmm. So we as mothers, we can't give up. We can't throw in the towel. We can't say, oh, I'm tired and sick. We can be tired and sick, but we can't show it.
Right. Because
we are their full-time guardian. We are their full-time director. I appreciate your time. And may you and your chat, may you guys be covered. Thank you so much for having me and hearing me out. Have a good day.
You too. Enjoy, and thank you so much for calling in, and I appreciate your kind words. You're so sweet. Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
You too. Oh, she was so sweet. All of your calls have been so sweet. I would have to agree. I don't think that there is a reward for being a parent. I think the reward, Chrisean, is having successful children. That's the reward. That's the prize. That's the trophy. Having kids that turn out to be well-rounded adults. Not perfect, well-rounded. Able to take care of themselves, do things on their own. All of that, live on their own, whether they go to college or just get a job and have their own families and get married. And all. That's the prize. That's the reward. That's the trophy. Knowing that you did everything you could, although you made mistakes, you did the best you could. That's what matters. Giving it your best try. Because we don't get to start over as parents, even having another kid. You don't get to do that. We can start over. Having another kid is you having a new child with a new life. That's not, I didn't do right with this one, let me have another one. No, you can't correct it because the correction is with the one you messed up with. Not having a new one. No. That's why you fix the damage. You repair the relationship that's fragile or broken. You repair it. Not have another kid. And I don't believe in having another kid until you repair it if you have flawed relationships with the children that you already have. I don't think you should be having more until you fix this, because it's not going to be what you want it to be. Because in the back of your mind, that's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere, so deal with it. So you can peacefully bring another child into the world instead of reoccurring issues. Because the majority of the things that we do, I feel like we do subconsciously. We don't consciously make a lot of decisions, like being in our right frame of mind, making a decision without being influenced and coerced by other thoughts and feelings. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel that you can do that all over again. By having another kid, you can subconsciously make a lot of the decisions and make a lot of the mistakes that you made prior if you don't heal what happened prior, you have to fix that first so that you don't make the same mistakes and do the same things again. Otherwise it's a high probability to where you could look up with a new child and they're going into adulthood and they kind of feel about you how the kid before you feels. When I like, that's not good. Like you want to take care of that first. Get with that. Figure that out so that your conscience is clear. So then you don't have to worry about subconsciously making the same mistakes that you made before. So it's the same thing with Chrisean. Her conscience is guilty. Guilty. I do feel like she feels badly for what she has bestowed upon her own kid, but I don't think she's willing to correct it. She doesn't have the mental capability to be able to correct it by taking him to the doctor, making sure he's meeting all his appointments, taking him to the specialist that he's supposed to be going to. Whatever they're telling you to do with him, care-wise, you're doing. From physical therapy, from speech therapy, to a dietitian helping you figure out how you're going to feed him. You're not willing to correct it. Because if you would have did nothing, then nothing would have been wrong with your son at birth. He would have been fine. He'd be an average kid running around right now. But I think Chrisean's comfortable with Chrisean Jr. just being in one place, not moving around much, not having to be an active parent. I think she's a very lazy parent. She opened up strollers and stuff and walkers and stuff for him years later. You about to put an almost 3-year-old in a walker with club feet. But she will put him in that walker. She will. He's not supposed to be in a walker with club feet. No. Now, if he had on his braces and whatnot, or corrective shoes, yeah, that's fine. Put him in a walker. He can be in a walker. He needs to learn how to walk anyway. That could be part of his physical therapy. I'm sure they would probably recommend that he's in some type of situation to where he is kind of standing and putting pressure on his feet, because he's going to have to learn how to do that to walk anyway. He doesn't know how to walk it. So, but now you're going to do it with no correction. And I honestly feel like she feels like she's correcting it by putting him on shoes. His feet is fine, bro. No, they're not. No, they aren't. Wow. Crazy work. So I love you all. I have to go pick up my daughter, take her to lunch for her birthday. I will be doing a coffee live later, but we will be back over here tomorrow. Please keep signing the petition. I appreciate everybody that has signed it. Thank you for all the likes and subscriptions from everyone. We just hit 156K the other day. We're on a fast track to 157K. So shout out to all of the new subscribers that are coming over. I really appreciate y'all. Shout out to all of the callers. I have been going through the text messages and the calls. So the people that want to be called privately, I will be calling you. I promise. I'm just trying to make time for all. It's a lot. But I really want this to work. Tomorrow, I would like to talk to a lawyer about custody and about getting custody removed and what that would look like with family, etc. Would the baby go to a family or So I am going to be reaching out to an attorney that deals with custody. So I would like to hear his thoughts and how it will be possible for like maybe a lawyer to represent CPS or to get Chrisean Jr. out of her care as soon as possible so we can get him in, get him to the doctor, get everything done that he needs done, because he has a lot going on. And I will keep explaining what's going on with Chrisean Jr. And proving it with receipts like we always do. Her address has been docked, Sean. I saw that this morning. Person said it was one of the trainers at the gym's house. And then I heard another person say that she's at Lisa's house. Mm-hmm. Lisa, which would be Sean Malone, the attorney's wife, who everyone is alleging is her real father. So, yeah. Who is going to step up and blah, blah, blah. Girl. Chrisean staying wherever, because again, whoever it is, I don't know if it's Lisa's home. We're still figuring that out. I see Chrisean's address has been doxed. Yeah, I seen that. So we'll go live. We'll talk about that too. We'll pull that information up and see who lives at this address and whatnot. Because I did see that they said that she was at the Malone's house, Sean and Lisa. But I do hear that they have in the Baltimore area. So they were saying like, oh, it's Lisa's house before she got married to Sean, or blah blah blah. Lisa's family's house. So we'll see. It's a lot of information that's been going around. So we'll get to the bottom of it. No, not my address. Not my address. Chrisean's address. Maybe Sean Malone needs to be. Yeah, maybe. 100%. Okay, I love you all. I will see y'all tomorrow on tomorrow's show. Again, please keep signing the petition and please keep praying for Chrisean Jr. And I will see y'all in the next live. Chrisean's address is in the chat. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, I love you guys. So I will see y'all in the next time. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you everybody for calling in, and I can't wait to hear from y'all in the next call-ins. Okay. I'm about to go spend the holiday. I will be on coffee later. So check my community wall. We will be on coffee later on this evening, okay? But I love you. Keep praying for Chrisean. We will not stop this fight. Let's go, okay? Boots on the ground. Let's go, all right? Bye.